Well, hello, this is Rochelle, and welcome to my channel. You have a link to this video because you purchased a exclusive Hobby X kit, and for this page we are getting messy. So please join me in making or getting ready to make your hands all dirty. You have a piece of canvas paper with a heart on it in your kit. Turn it around so that you can work on the back side so that that outline of the heart is still there for you to cut out at the end. And then I've included various things in your kit just to add some texture, and this is going to be just serious mixed media. You're going to be doing a bunch of stuff that doesn't work for you, that doesn't look pretty. It's a hot mess until it's not, and that's what it's all about. So with this mesh type thing, I'm just trying to scribble gelato through it, and then I'm mixing some gelato with some tempera paint, white tempera paint, just to make it a bit more acrylic, so that you can get that acrylic type color on there. And then I've also included some bubble wrap so that you can do some bubble wrap on there. Just mixing and smushing and painting and doing anything and everything on the back of this heart canvas paper. So the verse that we're doing today is in Acts, and it speaks of having your being in Him. So the verse is, in Him we live and move and have our being. It means that in your everyday, in how you go about your everyday life, your momming and your wifing and your sistering, all of that is in Him. And if it's not, that hot mess does not turn into a masterpiece. It pretty much just stays a hot mess. So I don't know about any of you, but I've got a full life. It's busy all the time. I've got 4 kids. It's different schools. It's just, and I've got a husband and a dog and a cat and parents and a sister and just a bunch of stuff going on in my life that I don't always have time to make it work according to myself. And then some of the times the things that happen are just not pretty. They're just not working. And it looks like a hot mess. And there's splotches and spills, and we've got to put some washi tape to put it back together, and it gets a bit crazy. But I want to show you how when we are in Him, when we are with Him, when we are doing life with Him side by side, that He turns our hot mess into a masterpiece. So you've got to give Him your heart. You've got to give Him that source of life so that He can guide you and show you. So I'm also stamping on this using a Creative Retreat stamp. You can use any stamp. It's really just going to be background. And I see that I did some of that upside down, which also doesn't matter. And then I'm just cutting out some of this mesh type ribbon, whatever you want to call it, which I'm going to be using in the background of the margin of this page. So this heart is quite big and canvas is not see-through. But don't worry, you can fold this in half and just glue the one side into the margin and have it flip up to read the text if you don't want to cover your words. I don't like covering my words. I like being able to read them. So that's what I did. And you saw me just fake stitch with a pen on that little canvas so that it looks like a little stitched outline. You can also do this with white. I think that would look quite nice. And then I'm just sticking the heart, but placing that mesh underneath so that it is still in the texture of the background, because to stick down that mesh on its own would be a bit of a challenge. And then I'm just taking the gelato and scribbling it, and just with water coloring the backside so that it's not that stark white onto the back or this flip up of this heart. I'm also using that same color and some water to highlight the verse. And this is the beautiful thing about gelatos. They are just so versatile. So we're doing some splatters, obviously, and just intensifying that color on the verse. And that is that. We're going to be journaling, and this is important. Whatever you do, write your takeaway from it. So I literally just copied this verse in bright pink, just to be able to see it more clearly. And then I'm gonna take that Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen and ink my stamp with it as well, so that I can date stamp this page with that same pink. Adding a little bit of washi and a tab. I'm going to be doing that same stitching detail on this tab, just to make it look like it belongs on this page. And that is pretty much that. Do subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.